We're in the process of discussion in the module 5, that is state variable and state model and all those things. So today's class we will be discussing further. We have done one problem, so let me just brief you out that problem and then we will proceed further. So here this problem has been done in the previous class, that is state space representation of a diagram. That this diagram is given for you, and you can take V of S, Vs as the input and Ix as the output. So that is what they have told here in the question itself. So this is the problem which you have got. So in the previous class we select the inductor current I and the capacitor voltage is V. So these things we have already defined. Inductor current is I and capacitor voltage is V, and I is equal to x1 and V is equal to x2. We call it as the state variables. So we have defined two state variables here, I equal to x1 and V is equal to x2. They are called as the state variables, and Vs is equal to U, that is the input, and Ix is equal to Y, that is what we can say it's the output. So by using the KCL equation at node 1, so all of you know the how to write the KCL equation. So when you write at node 1, you will get it as V divided by R plus C into dV by dt is equal to I, and uh, when you further simplify that, you will get dV by dt is equal to minus V by RC plus I by C. So can you see the document now? Is the
Yes,
document
sir.
for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we can see that this dV by dt can be written as you have defined. V is equal to x 2, V is equal to x2. So dV by dt means x2 dot you can put. So I am replacing dV by dt as x2 dot. Why? Because V is equal to x2, it is given here. So when you take dV by dt, you can replace V as x2. So it will be x2 dot. So x2 dot is equal to minus V. What is V here? V is x2. So in place of V, I have substituted as x2 divided by RC plus I. What is I? I is x1. So I have put it as x1 divided by C. So that is what the equation you will get after the simplification by using KCL equation at node 1, where you get the equation this one. So after that you have to use the KVL equation. So how to use the KVL equation, you know that. So when you write the KVL equation for the outer loop, so you can say that minus V plus L into di by dt plus V is equal to 0. So similarly, you have to say that you have to use the KVL equation. You can just write the KVL equation here. So you'll get minus V plus L into di by dt plus V is equal to 0. So what is Vs? What is Vs? Vs is equal to U. So I have replaced Vs as U. And what is I? I is equal to x1. Differentiation of that di by dt will give me x1 dot. Okay, and what is V? V is x2, so I can replace it as x2. So finally I can write the equation as x1 dot is equal to x2 divided minus x2 divided by L plus U by L. So by using the KVL and KCL equation, you will get these equations in terms of x1 dot and x2 dot. So now you can represent these two equations in the form of a matrix. So now this x1 and x2 you got, and this x1 and x2 is called as the state variables. So you got the state variables, and you can just simplify that by putting it in the matrix form. So we wrote the same equation, just put it in the matrix form. That indicates that if you solve this matrix, you should get these two equations as well. So this equation I am converting it in the form of a matrix. So when I just convert in the form of a matrix, I'll get it as x1 dot x2 dot is equal to 0 minus L by 1 by L 1 by C minus 1 by RC x1 x2 plus 1 by L1 L and 0 you will get. So similarly you have to do for the output as well. So when you go for the output Ix is equal to V by R or Y is equal to X2 divided by R. So this also you can convert it in the form of a matrix. So what you will get Y? So Y you will get it as x2 divided by r. So let us convert this in the form of a matrix. So y is equal to 0, 1 by r, x1 and x2. So this is what you get in the state variable analysis, and you have seen both the input as well as the output variable. So what it has come in the form of this one. If you go back to the state model, you have studied that x dot is equal to ax of t plus b u of t. So it has come in this form. So that is x dot is equal to x of t plus b u of t. So same you can see. So it is ax of t plus b u of t. So you can see here x dot is equal to a x of t plus b u of t. And this is what y also you will get. Equation for y is 0, 1 by r and x1 x2. So let us take another problem. So let us consider here and the two input and two output system. So here we are taking another problem where you have two input and two output system and determine the state variable model. They are asking you to do it. Here R1 is given for you, R2 is given, R3 and L and C. All the values are known to you. Now you have to find out the equation. So what you have to do here is, we have two input, one is Vs and Vi. Here you can see Vs and Vi. These two inputs are there, as well as two outputs are also there here. That is V out and I out. So you can see that you have V out as well as I out. So two outputs and two inputs. So we have to define the inputs and outputs. So with we have to define in terms of view. So what are the inputs here? Vs and Vi. So I am going to define Vs as U1 and Vi as U2. Outputs you have V0 and I0. So V0 is equal to Y1 and I0 is equal to Y2. So after that we have to select the state variable. So I is equal to x1 is one of the variable and another variable is v is equal to x2. So there are two state variables, that is x1 and x2 are called as the state variables. By using the KVL equation around the left hand loop, we can write that you have to use the KVL equation. So we can you know how to use the KVL equation. So when you use that you will get minus Vs plus I1 and plus L is given for you. L is given for you, that is 1 by 6. So I am directly writing it as 1 by 6. R is given for you. R, this is R1. R1 is not written there, but it is R1. So R1 is given for you 1. So it became I1. So it is minus Vs plus I1 plus 1 by 6 di by dt is equal to 0. So let us substitute the state variables here. So what we have defined the state variables here is I is equal to x1 and v is equal to x2. So we have to use those things. So let me just simplify that further and then use those equations. So di by dt is equal to 6 v of s minus 6 I1 you will get. So this is the equation. So once we simplify, what all things are given for you, I is so by applying the KVL to the loop made by V1, Vs, R1, R2 and C, we can say that Vs can be written as I1 plus V0 plus V. Similarly, you can take these nodes, that is node 1 and node 2 is there. Let me first write the KCL for node 1. So when I write the KCL for node 1, I can write it as I1 is equal to I plus V0 divided by 2, and so we can substitute, means we can write it in terms of V0. V0 can also be written as 2 into I1 minus I. So this is, we will be using, see here, what you have to understand here is you need to define the input variables as well as output variables. You have to define the state variables as well. So here I and V are considered as the state variables when you define I is equal to x1 and V is equal to x2. So here two input, two output is available. So you have to go with U1 and U2, and outputs will come as Y1 and Y2. So let me just proceed further with the problem. So here, as we have discussed, by substituting the equation uh, 8.21 in equation 8.2, so you can get I1 is equal to, this is what you get when you substitute that. Let me take you there. In this, you have to substitute that the equation 8.21 in equation 20. So you need to substitute this equation V0 is equal to 2 into I1 minus I2 in this one. So V0 here it is there, no, it will be substituted as 2 into I1 minus I. So let us simplify that further. After substitution, you will get I1 is equal to 2 into I minus V plus Vs divided by 3. Also, simultaneously, you can substitute 22 equation in equation 19. So I1 can be substituted in equation 19. So you can see that this is I1 here. So let me substitute this I1 in this equation. So di by dt is equal to 6 Vs minus 6 into I1 you need to substitute. So when you substitute that I1 and simplify that, you will get di by dt is equal to 2V minus 4I plus 4S Vs you will get. So what is I? You have to go back and check what is I. I is equal to x1. So when differentiation you are taking d I by dt, you can write it as x1 dot. Okay, so x1 dot is equal to minus 4. So you are going to replace everything with state variables. So what you will get, x1 dot is equal to minus 4x1 plus 2x2 plus 4u1. You have to do for node 2 as well. So similarly, we have done it for node 1. So let us go for node 2 as well. So by doing KCL at node 2, so when you are taking KCL at node 2, you can see this is node 2, and you can apply the KCL at node 2. So when you do that, you will get V0 divided by 2 is equal to 1 by 3 plus dV by dt plus I0. So when you simplify that, you will get dV by dt equal to 3 by 2 V0 minus 3 I1 I0. So I0 we can write it as VI minus V minus VI divided by, then further substitution of I0 and then simplification, you will get it as minus 2 by 3 V plus I minus Vs. So this these are the equations you got when you did the simplification and substituting the equation 25 in 26 in 24. You can get two equations in terms of V dot and x2. So you get it as V dot is equal to this one, and that indicates what is V. V we have defined here already. V is equal to x2. So V dot is equal to x2 dot. So x2 dot minus 2, here it is there. So so V is equal to x2 minus 2 x2 Vs is there. So you can substitute U and all those things. So finally you will get this equation, that is x2 dot is equal to minus x1 minus 2x2 plus u1 plus u2 you will get. So this is what you get it for x2. Similarly, we have also written the equation for x1. x1 dot is equal to minus 4x2 x1 plus 2x2 plus 4 u1. So we need to convert this in the form of a matrix. So when you convert it in the form of a matrix, you will get x1 dot x2 dot is equal to -4 -4 2 -1 -2 x1 x2 and 4 0 0 1 1 u1 u2. This is very simple to do it. So you get two equations in terms of x1 dot and x2 dot and then convert it in the form of a matrix. So now we got for x1, so this is of the form which I have told you, x dot of t is equal to ax of t plus bu of t. So now we have to also do for y of t is equal to cx of t plus du of t. So for doing that, we need to take the equations 25 and 26 and then in terms of u1 and u2. So we need the equations in terms of y1 and y2. So when we simplify that, you will get y1 is equal to minus 2 by 3 x1 minus 2 by 3 x2 and plus 2 by 3 u1. And you can also get the equation for y2 as 1 by 3 x2 and minus 1 by 3 u2. So this has to be done using the matrix method. So you have to convert it into matrix form. So it will be y1 y2 and then it will be minus 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 0 and 1 by 3 x1 x2 plus 2 by 3 0 0 minus 1 by 3 u1 and u2. So this is what you get. So you got both the equations in terms of x dot of t as well as y of t. So this put together you can call it as a state model. So this is what it's here, nothing to worry too much about in the state variables. You need to define the variables and then you have to go with KVL, KCL equations and then convert it into the matrix form. That is what you need to solve more number of problems for your better understanding. So let me just take you through the next problem. And if this is the network, so if this is the network, so state equation for the network is being asked to find and you are given with this entire network. So let us consider the parameters, the state variables and all those things here. So what is that? Let IL, so IL is the current point of the inductor. So IL can be taken as x1 and V0 is equal to x2 and this x1 and x2 are called as the state variable. So now we have to denote Vs of t as u1 and Is of t as u2. So you can see that two input sources are there. One is called as Vs of t, another is Is of t. Both the input sources you can denote it as u1 and u2. So you need to write the KCL equation like you have written it before for the previous problems. So when you are going with the KCL equation, you can say that minus, let us write it minus IL plus V0 divided by 4 plus dV by dt minus I0 Is is equal to 0. So when you simplify that by the KCL equation, after writing the KCL equation, you need to write it for dV naught by dt. What is V naught? So V naught you have defined it as x2. So dV naught divided by dt means you have to put it as x2 dot. So x2 dot will be equal to x1 plus 0.2 minus 0.25 x2 plus u2. Similarly, you need to write the equation further, that is dIL divided by dt is equal to minus is equal to u of v of t minus v naught of t, and I is defined as x1. I is defined as IL is defined as x1. So it will be d differentiation of IL. So it will be x1 dot. So you'll be replacing Vs of t. What is Vs of t? It is u1. So you will be replacing it as u1. What is v naught of t? So v naught is x2. So v naught will be minus x minus v naught. So it will be minus x2. So you'll be getting the equation that x1 dot is equal to minus x2 plus u1. So this is what you get, two equations in terms of x1 dot and x2 dot. And once you get x1 dot and x2 dot, you understand that you need to write it in the form of a matrix. So this converting these two equations in the form of a matrix, you can write that x1 dot x2 dot is equal to 0 minus 1 1 0 minus 0.25 x1 x2 1001 y u1 u2. Similarly, now you have to also go for the output part of it, that is y. So what is the output here? Y is equal to x2. That means the output voltage. So V out is what you are going to get. So y is equal to x2. You can directly write it as y1 is equal to x2. When you convert it into the matrix form, you will be getting as 0, 1 and x1, x2. So this is just the conversion of these equations in the form of a matrix, so that you will get the state model, that is x dot of t is equal to x of t plus bu of t, and y of t is equal to cx of t plus du of t. So this is what you get it. So this is a very simple problem where you have found already these things. So we have been seeing all the three equations we have seen with the circuit diagram, and we are converting, we are defining the state variables, and then we are converting the state into state model equation. So till now we have done all the three problems based on that, but there is a chance that you can be given a differential equation and asked to find out the state model. So this also is a different pattern of the question which can be asked. So let us see that when a differential equation is given, so the differential equation given here is d cube y by dt cube plus 3 d square y by dt square plus 6 dy by dt plus 7 y of t is equal to 2 u of t. So once you are given with that differential equation, how to solve this for the state model. So you have to come out with the matrix form itself. So let us see that how we can do it. So it is of the order 3, and we will see that. So the given differential equation is of a third order differential equation. You can see that it was in given there, that is d cube y by dt cube. So all of you know that. So it's a third order differential equation. So what I have to define here, I have to approach this problem in this way, that is y of t is equal to x1 of t, y dot differentiation of that will be x2 of t. The second time differentiation of y of t will be x3 of t. If it was a higher order than the higher order differential equation, you may have little triple dot and four dots and also on. So where x1 of t, x2 of t, x3 of t are called as the state variables of the system. So let me just rewrite these things in a different way. That is y of t is equal to x1 of t, we know. I am going to write y dot of t. I can write it as, see here, x1 of t is y of t. Differentiation of that is x2 of t. So I can just rewrite this in the form y dot of t can also be written as x1 dot of t, and x1 dot of t is same as that of x2 of t. Similarly, y dot of t can be written as x2 of t, y double dot can be written as x2 dot of t, or x2 dot is equal to x3 of t. So we get here two equations basically, that is x1 dot of t is equal to x2 of t, and x2 dot of t is equal to x3 of t. So you can just go through these things which we have, which we are doing in a different approach. So this is where you have been given the differential equation to solve for. So here, finally, what we have from the differential equation, what we can write is, here you got x1 dot of t is equal to x2 of t, and x2 dot of t is equal to x3 of t. So now we have the from the given differential equation, you can see that in the problem the equation is given for you, that is d cube y by dt cube is equal to plus 3d square y by dt square, so 6 dy by dt plus this was given for you. So let us take that y, so cube means y triple dot of t you can write, so y triple dot is equal to 3, you have to see the equation 3 is so if you are taking y triple dot is equal to means, then you have to say that minus 3y double dot minus 6y dot. So let us see that. So it will be coming that. So in that way, y triple dot of t is equal to minus 3y double dot of t minus 6y dot of t plus minus 7y of t plus 2 u of t. This we have purely written from the differential equation which was given in the problem. So now we have few things here. We can write these things in x dot. We can convert it in the state variables. Now let us see that how it can be done. So y double dot is x3 of t. It's already, we know that y double dot can be written as x3 of t. So what is x3? X3 of t is so x3 of t can be written as y double dot is x3, so it can be written as x3 dot of t. So because y differentiation square d square y by dt is x3 of t. So if you are taking triple dot, you have to again differentiate this x3. So we have to write it as x3 dot of t. Because y double dot is x3, we are taking here y triple dot, so we need to put x3 dot of t. So similarly, you can replace all these things here. X3 dot of t is equal to so what is y, so you can when you simplify that, you will get is equal to minus 7x1 of t. So y of t is what? Y of t, from this you can write x1 of t. So minus 7x1 of t. Y dot of t is what? x2 of t. So it is minus 6x2 of t. What is y double dot of t is x3 of t. So minus 3x3 of t plus 2 u of t, you will get it. So once you get this equation, you need to convert it in the form of a matrix. So how to convert it in the form of a matrix? So you have x1 dot is equal to x2, x2 dot is equal to x3, and x3 dot is this. This is what you get it. So you need to convert it. So when you write x1 dot of xt, x2 dot t, x3 dot t, and you need to put all these values. So you need to convert it, all this equation 32, 33 and 34 what is shown here has to be converted into a matrix form. So finally, it comes in which form? Then it will come in the form of a dot x, x dot t is equal to a x of t plus b u of t. So x of t is what? X of t is x1, x2, x3. A is what? It is 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 7, this matrix, and b is this matrix 0, 0, 2. Similarly, you need to go with the output as well. Y of t, you will get it as x1 of t. It's already there. Y of t is x1 of t. So now let us write it down. So what is that? Y of t is equal to x1 of t means you can put this in the matrix form. It will be y of t is equal to 1, 0, 0, x1 of t, x2 of t, x3 of t. So you got this in the form of a state model. So this is what you can see. When the circuit is given, you have to do in a different way, and when the differential equation is given, you have to do it in a different way. So you will get C matrix as 1, 0, 0 here. So that is what you can see different problems here. So another problem what you can take up here is representation of the electric circuit shown, and you have to go with the state model. So let us see here this this circuit diagram where you have to convert this into a state model. So you need to define the input variables, output variables, and all those things. So let me just redraw that and mention the current I1 of t, I2 of t, VC of VC voltage, U of t, and Y of t is the output, VC of t is at this point. So all these things we have defined. After that, we have to simplify that to find out the state model. So we need to find out the state model for this circuit. So let us see that. Since there are how many energy sources are there, first we have to identify. There are three energy sources we need. So how many state variables will be there? Three state variables will be there. What are those energy sources? I1, I2 and VC. So this is what very important you have to understand here. Based on the energy sources, you need to define the state variable. So here how many energy sources you can see here is I1, I2 and VC. So I have defined each as the state variable x1, I2 is equal to x2 and VC is equal to x3. So we have three state variables x1, x2 and x3. So let us simplify that further. So when you are writing it, use KVL to loop 1. So this is what you can see here. There are two possibilities of loop, one loop and two loop. Let us take the first loop, loop 1. So when we are using the KVL equation to loop 1. So all of you know to write the KVL equation. So when you write the KVL equation, you get L1 di by dt di by dt plus r1 I1 of t plus u of t minus vc of t is equal to 0. Then I1 is what? Just now I have defined I1 is what? X1. So di by dt means x1 dot. So let me just replace it as x1 dot di by dt. So I am replacing it as x1 dot, and I1 is x1 of t, u of t, and vc is also defined here. Vc is x3. So I can replace it as x3. So convert it in the form of x1 dot. So I can write x1 dot is equal to minus r by L1 plus x1 of t plus 1 by L1 x3 of t plus minus 1 by L1 u of t. So all of you need to solve it, all these problems. So if you have any doubts, you can just go back to the recordings and check it out. Okay. So here you have the KVL equation now. Now you have to apply the KVL equation for the loop 2. So when you apply the KVL equation for the loop 2, so what you can see here, try to apply the KVL equation for loop 2. You can just make a try here, try that. Try to make you know to write that KVL equation for loop 2. So if we go by discussing with the loop 2, you can say that KVL equation, it will come L2 di2 by dt plus R2 I2 minus VC of t is equal to 0. So what is I2 here? What is I2? You have defined as x2. di by di2 by dt, it will be x2 dot. So I have to put it as x2 dot. So L2 x2 dot plus I2 is what? X2 itself. VC is what? X3. So I have just replaced it and I have taken x2 term this side. So x2 dot will be equal to minus R2 divided by L2 x2 of t plus 1 by L2 x3 of t. Similarly, by applying the KCL equation, we have written KVL at loop 1 and 2. Now we can go for KCL at node VC of t. So when you write that for this node, you can see that the equation will be I of t, I1 of t plus I2 of t plus c into dVc of t by dt is equal to 0. So once you simplify that, you will get x3 dot is equal to this one. So now you got three equations in terms of x1 dot of t, x2 dot of 3 and x3 dot of t. So convert it in the form of matrix. So you will be getting the matrix in this form. So after that, you also have to do for the output part of it. So when you are going to define it, what is that you have to go back and check in the figure. So it is y of t. You can say the output part. So we have to define that y of t is equal to R2 into I2 of t. What is I2? Go back and check I2. What is I2? I2 is x2 x2. So you need to define that. You will be getting it as y of t is equal to this equation, and when you rewrite it, you will be getting 0 R2 0 x1 x2 x3. So this is what the problem will end up with. You can also try solving one more problem, that is obtain the appropriate state model for the system. So another circuit if you take, so if the circuit is in this form, how we have done quite a lot of problems now. So based on those things, you can make a try for this problem where you have resistors capacitor combination here. So how many energy source storing elements are present, we need to first find out. So here you can say that there are two energy storing elements present in this problem, and so how many state variables will be there? It will be two. So two energy sources means two state variables will be there. So you can see that V1 of t will be written as x1 of t, and V2 of t will be written as x2 of t. So we can write the KVL, KCL equations for that, and so we'll write KCL equation for V1 of t, and then once you simplify that, you'll get x1 dot of t is equal to minus 2 by RC x1 of t plus 1 by RC x2 of t 1 by RC u of t. Similarly, KCL equation at node V2 of t, you will be finally getting x2 of t. So x2 dot of t is equal to 1 by RC x1 of t minus 1 by RC x2 of t. So this is this you got two things. Now you can convert it in the form of a matrix, and you can write it there. So when I convert it in the form of matrix, I will be getting in this form. Also, I need to do the output for that. Output, you can see the figure. What is the output? Y. So this is the output part y of t. So when I go for y of t, I will be writing it as V2 of t. What is V2? V2 we have defined. V2 is equal to x2. So I need to replace V2 as x2. So I have replaced it. Just write it in the form of matrix. So this is called as known as the state equations, and the this second equation is called as the output equation. So you need to write the state equation as well as the output equation, and both put together you can call it as a state model. So here we'll be also discussing about the non-homogeneous solution of state equation. So where we have to understand how the non-homogeneous solution of state equations can be. So we'll be considering here a non-homogeneous state equation. It same thing what we have studied before. X dot of t is equal to ax of t plus bu of t. So this we will be discussing. So after some time, just go through it. 1 minute. So this we will be discussing further. So this portion of non-homogeneous state equations, we'll continue it further in the next class. So you can just solve all the problems whatever we have completed today. Okay. So that's all. for today. Thank you.